Leyla and Aras's hot Adana adventure. Adana! We're here, shouted Leyla, bouncing in her seat as their taxi pulled up to the hotel. Her older brother, Aras, sighed dramatically and checked his phone. I hope they have fast internet, Leyla. We are in the middle of a historic Turkish city, you know. But secretly, Aras was excited too. Adana is a city famous for history, rivers, and very, very spicy food. Look closely at the pictures on these pages. Every amazing scene you see is from real Adana. Their first stop was the Seyhan River, which cuts right through the city. Wow, look at that bridge! Aras gasped. It was the Tas Köprü, or Stone Bridge. Leyla ran right to the edge, looking down at the flowing water. It looks so old, Aras. How long has it been here? Their map said it was built by the Romans way back when, and it's one of the oldest bridges in the world still used today. Imagine that, crossing a bridge that Roman soldiers once walked across. Deeper into the old city, they found a giant, pointy structure towering over everything. Is that a skyscraper? Leyla asked, shading her eyes. No, that's the Büyük Saat, the Great Clock Tower, Aras explained. He read the sign. It's the tallest clock tower in all of Turkey. It was built so long ago, when people used bells and clocks to tell them when to wake up and when to pray. Aras had to crane his neck way back to see the top of the tower, which seemed to tick right against the bright blue Adana sky. Adana is known as the land of the sun, and Leyla and Aras quickly realized why. It was warm, but the sun didn't stop the fun. As they walked, they noticed a sweet, wonderful scent. Smell that, Leyla? Aras asked, fanning himself with his hat. They were walking past huge groves of orange trees. Adana is famous for growing citrus and cotton in the fertile Cukurova plain, and the sweet perfume of the blossoms made the whole city smell delicious, even in the heat. Time for the main event, whispered Leyla, gripping her napkin tight. They were sitting down to try the famous Adana kebab. This is supposed to be the best and the spiciest kebab in the world, Aras warned. Leyla took a careful bite of the tender, grilled meat. Her eyes immediately widened like saucers. Water! She quickly reached for the cold water glass. Even though it was fiery hot, it was flavorful hot, and she decided Adana kebab was worth the spice. After the spicy lunch, they needed a relaxing activity. They took a little boat ride along the Seyhan River. As the boat gently moved, Leyla dipped her hand into the cool water. Adana is such a clever city, she observed. It has ancient history, the heat of the sun, and the coolness of the water all at once. Aras nodded, watching the city skyline pass by, a mix of old stone buildings and modern skyscrapers built for today. Later that afternoon, they explored the vast Merkez Park near the river. Aras found a quiet spot near a stone fountain and sat down to sketch in his notebook. He drew the big stone bridge, the tall clock tower, and even a little picture of Leyla making a funny face while eating kebab. The city was a perfect mix of ancient stories and everyday, busy life. He realized that the history here wasn't just dusty old facts, it was alive. As they walked towards the hotel, they noticed some ancient ruins tucked away near a newer shopping area, a wall made of huge, rough-cut stones. Even the ground here has stories, Leyla whispered, touching the cool stones. Their guidebook explained that Adana has been a settlement for thousands of years because of the rich land and the river. Every time you dig a hole, you might find a piece of the Roman Empire or even earlier history. That evening, Leyla and Aras sat on a balcony watching the lights turn on across the city. They could see the Seyhan River sparkling below them. I'm glad we came, Aras, Leyla said sleepily. I thought it would just be hot, but it's full of spice, history, and light. Adana had been much more than just a big city. It was a place where giant clocks tick, ancient bridges stand firm, and every meal comes with a bit of a kick. They packed up their bags the next morning, ready for their next adventure, but they took with them the memory of Adana's energy. Leyla took one last big breath of the air, hoping to capture the scent of the oranges and the spicy kebab. Aras packed his sketchbook full of bridges and tall towers. What a memorable place! Adana is truly a city of sun, spice, and historical surprises. Goodbye, Adana.